I'm gonna start recording now, so don't forget. I'm gonna invite you. Oh, there you go. Hello, hello. Ben Max, I'm also gonna
Hello?
invite you. Gonna increase your volume a bit. Can you speak again?
Yes, hello?
Okay, there you go. Your volume is good now. Ben Max, hello.
Hello there.
Alrighty. I'm streaming Overwatch. So the point of this workshop today was just to chat a bit about the state of the game right now after the new patch, and maybe do some gameplay commentary if there was anything specific that you all wanted me to focus on. So I guess real quick before I even dive into the patch notes, how have you all been feeling so far with this patch?
Meh.
Oh, interesting.
We have the
Feel like
big the elephant in the room, right? The projectile size changes. But do you want to address them now or later?
yeah, I mean it's up to you, but yeah, I'm thinking I'm just playing a bit slower now, having to really focus on my shots because of it.
Double kill. Triple kill.
I did post.
One thing I will say
Go ahead.
is at least Tracer got nerfed with Genji, so I'm not complaining as much as I would have.
Tracer is weird. Tracer feels like a lot of RNG now. With the amount of damage
Yeah,
it lands, it's no good. Like it's the same distance and you see the difference in damage, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's really weird. I think the Tracer stuff is gonna get changed. You can just fine. I do hope that they change the deflect back after this change, because this projectile size I think is what the devs should have done a while back. I think Genji's projectiles were too big. Like
Honestly, fair enough. I'm still hitting 30% accuracy to 40 at times.
Yeah.
So
It's just that like
honestly, it's fine.
you used to be able to like double headshot here, and this is kind of like crazy distance, yeah. Like even on other characters like Anna, like I guess Anna has a decently similar head size to Tracer, but like yeah, it feels weird how much you were rewarded for just doing this at range, like getting 100 damage maybe at this range against some of the big heads is just weird. But overall, I'm fine with the change, honestly. I even posted a clip just absolutely demolishing a Lucio. Literally purely snipes. Just from actually focusing on the aim, right? And that's something that I appreciate. This is why I mentioned that you could even consider this as a buff. Because if you are... if the aim is too reliable, right? And this is one of the big things with Genji. If you play, let's say, Doomfist, and you go for a kill, but you barely miss, you're landing either very little damage or basically none at all. On Genji, especially with the old projectile size, you could miss the target a lot and still hit good damage. And especially because of the spreads, you could kind of like place it in the middle, and they, no matter where they strafe, they're gonna get hit. So it's very forgiving. Sure, it's not the best damage, but with the old projectile size, even if you don't aim properly, you could still just land 100 damage from that, which is crazy. Like, bad aim, bad distance, 100 damage. So I'm fine with the change. I just wish for the deflect to be reverted.
I wish for the deflect to be reverted and more interesting major perks. They're boring.
Yeah. This change is stupid. I'm just gonna be straight up. I wouldn't be surprised if Devo is just hard meta. This
Oh
perk
yeah,
is stupid.
I managed to half-ass my way to GM2, almost GM1, just because of the diva changes.
Yeah, you just press shift, you press melee when you're on top of them, and you do 90 burst damage. And you're not Genji, where you land dash and melee and you have 5 seconds on the dash because of swift cuts, and then you are also 250 HP character, right? No, you're a 700 HP tank with half HP being armor and a 4-second defense matrix. Like, that's just an outrageous... Yeah, it's literally a fat Genji. Just outrageous levels of damage. Like, it's actually disgusting. I don't know how good Hazard is.
Like they literally gave Genji's bleed dash major perk as a minor perk for diva.
Yeah, unconditional.
That's
It's unconditional
Like-
too. Like they don't have to be half HP or anything like that. No.
It's a bit nuts, and it's easier to hit multiple people with it.
Yeah. And then you can DM on entry, which genji can't do. So she just
nuts.
deletes most
No
squishes
words.
with no counterplay. It's kind of wild. I don't know what to think about the Orisa change, because like this is mainly to address the Malga matchup. Like tank wise, I don't really know what to think about the changes really. I think Diva is still strong. I think, or Diva is now even stronger. Ball is really good. Hopefully, it didn't just lose
My
internet
guess-
right now. I don't think so though. Okay.
Yeah, you're fine. My
So
guess
we're
is
still
there's
here.
gonna be a Malga Venture meta.
Maybe. What were you gonna say, Prophet?
Oh, I was saying that we could still hear you when you said you lost.
Okay. I still don't know what to think about Zarya. I just hate Zarya being decently viable because she's just a dumb tank. That's it. She's just a dumb tank. She doesn't really belong in 5v5.
It feels bad being punished for your teammates' mistakes. With them shooting bubble.
Yeah,
constantly.
I guess this is the other elephant in the room, right? Like potential Ashe meta coming in.
She's actually insane.
Yeah.
I haven't played that much, but I guess that would be good.
I don't know how much this does for Echo, but yeah. I think that for the most part, like what is really worth talking about. Yeah. We already talked about Tracer and like the RNG is bad. So in DPS it's just really Ashe. And Ashe being good means Genji is good, because Genji just farms Ashe, so that's a plus. That's always a plus. Genji is actually so good versus Ashe. Like her head hitbox is so big. Anything really worth talking about support-wise? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think there are any support changes really to talk about, so... So those are mostly like a quick skim through with my thoughts. Anything you all would want to mention or talk about from your experiences, your thoughts?
Double kill.
I'm surprised Sim and Venture didn't get any changes. They're still annoying,
Yeah,
difficult to kill.
Double kill.
yeah.
Venture's immortal for like a third of the game constantly. Sim has an unbreakable teleporter that basically has a 2-second cooldown. If you don't break it,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel good to play against.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff, especially since the perks launch, that like the devs have been kind of lazy about. Like they have shifted their game balance to perk balance. And heck, one of the things, like I have seen a lot of people picking the bleed perk on Genji.
Major perk.
Now that they have nerfed the meditation because they nerfed the deflect. But the arguments that that like, oh, deflect is now worse, so now picking meditation is not worth it, and so you should be picking the bleed, it doesn't actually make as much sense as people think. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, it's. I mean, realistically, most fights happen faster than 8 or 10 seconds. So like you're still getting like 1 deflect per fight,
Yeah.
and it's still the same
Double
thing,
kill.
same healing.
And the big thing to me is that like this has happened with Reaper as well, when they nerfed his Wraith and gave him a perk that actually restores Wraith Wraith's power by giving the speed boost after the Wraith. You're not making,
Which is disgusting, to say the least.
yeah, you're not just making like the perk bad, or in the case of the Reaper, right? You're adding a perk too, and that's why it's so useful to have the Reaper example, right? They added this perk literally to counteract the nerf, right? So they're saying, yeah, we're making Wraith now just absolutely suck as a cooldown unless you pick this perk. So instead of having
the other one-
decent Wraith form on normal kit and not needing the perk, you now have a garbage waveform, and now you need the perk to make it. It's the same thing with the meditation. Deflect is now kind of a garbage cooldown. I mean, not really, but kind of. So
Compared to other ones in Genji's, in heroes that are similar to Genji, it is kind of not great compared to other ones like Venture Burrow. She gets shields, and she's invincible for 5 seconds, and it's a shorter cooldown. Reaper gets movement speed, reloads his guns, and it's 1 second longer with a 50% movement speed buff.
Double kill.
So it's like
Tracer's recalls only, like, a lot of examples.
yeah. I don't even know how much it is worth comparing to others. Like you can just, I think that just comparing deflect to itself is fine. Like it's a 25% increase in the cooldown length, and we quickly get like Genji's cooldowns are already decently long. So when you increase it from 8 to 10, you're potentially changing deflect from ability that can be used twice to once in an engagement. So that's one of the big things. And so if people are thinking, oh, now that deflect kind of sucks, we should pick blade twisting because of it, blade twisting, that actually doesn't make as much sense as they think, because you kind of need meditation to have deflect actually be worth using, actually be a real cooldown, just like in the Reaper example, right? So the nerf, if anything, justifies meditation even more than it did before, and we already know how much better meditation was before than the bleed, right? So I'm not convinced that like the mass is picking the bleed, and I don't really feel just like, oh, the voices, right, like the masses are gonna drown out my opinion and make me actually change, right? I'm not scared to just be the one guy shouting that no, the bleed sucks, because I've done so for like so long in Genji, talking about setups and everything, and lo and behold, right, Overwatch 2, people start to get more angle pilled, and even though I was shouting to the void beforehand in Overwatch 1, now people are becoming more aware of what I was talking about with pathing and whatnot, and suddenly it's now, oh wow, people realize that it's good, right? It's crazy, right? So yeah, it's like having this quote-unquote controversial opinion because most people are just making the wrong choice here, I'm not scared of. And I don't think that I'm wrong in this opinion. I would be open to
I will say,
being wrong. Like, you can go ahead first.
I will say against a lot of one-shot heroes, like Fog, Hanzo,
Double kill.
heroes where I just get killed instantly if I make a mistake. I like picking bleed there.
Maybe. The big problem is that, like, I mean, maybe you can just completely isolate the game into just a pure 1v1, right? But even then, it's just like, oftentimes people are like, oh, okay, the enemy team is playing Genji, so we're gonna pick Zarya and Sim and whatnot. But it's Watch Point Gibraltar, so the Genji just easily avoids those characters and it still gets value, even into the Zarya and the Sim and whatnot, right? So even then, it's just like, you could theorize a comp that bleed may be better against, but I still just am not I'm not sold on the value of the bleed. That's the big problem. It's just such low damage, and this is why I want this perk to be reworked. Because if the damage is too high, Genji is obnoxious. If the damage is too low, the perk is useless. Meditation literally will provide you more damage by virtue of giving you one extra shot. So I don't see the value in the bleed when it's less versatile, and it literally does less on the one niche it has, right? It has always been the same argument, and it always will be unless the bleed is so absurdly overtuned that it is just like a cooldown that or a perk that needs it to be instantly nerfed, right? Instantly hotfixed. So it is just a design flaw. The perk doesn't function; it needs to be reworked into something else. Right, make dash hits give Genji overhealth, right, or ammo or something. Now you could actually tweak the knobs a little bit better and actually have a proper opportunity cost on the major perks. The one experiment that I did a while back for the bleed, which was an interesting thought that I had, is the only thought that I ever had that actually made me think that maybe this perk is worth picking is if you go and do something. Let me actually quickly reset these dots.
Double
Is if you're going hyper aggro with swift cuts. So you do something like this, and then you use the extra damage from the blade twisting to make it more likely to guarantee kills. And you can miss a lot of damage because you have double melee, so that's 80, plus double dash, so that's 100, so that's already 180. The bleed already gives you extra 25, right? So it's 45 damage that you're missing on a target, right? It's really, really easy. And if you have your cooldowns, it's a really easy combo to do, right? Like this, boom, right? Very safe. But even then, I think that the meditation is probably fine to, if not better, because it helps you survive during that engagement if you wanna commit. And it's still just like, you already dealt so much damage, it's 180, how much does the 25 even help? So I don't see any way where blade twisting is ever worth picking.
double kill. Triple kill.
Fair enough.
I think that all of the pros
But
and everything, everyone that's picking is just like doing so because they saw one good Genji picking it wrongly and now they think it's like the greatest thing ever.
I still enjoy it with Nano and against low HP targets. I find it helps.
Yeah. It's better in that niche. I haven't really experimented with that.
Like I found on multiple occasions it let me get that little bit more damage on a Lucio or a Kiriko. Or a Wu Yang at that case.
It could also just be a playstyle thing. Like if you are a more aggressive player, then sure, especially in those dive matchups, right? Like if you're not the kind of player that plays for space as much and you're just like, the moment that you engage, you're kind of gonna hard commit to the kill. And you're just like, you're never opening with dash or anything like that. Then maybe on those like Lucio, Kiriko, Tracer, whatever matchups, it could provide something. But in that case, I think it's more so personal preference than anything else. But that's the big thing with like perks overall, right? Like one of the big things that I wanted to talk about in this workshop, and I can even go into game here, is just how much I love swift cuts. Like swift cuts is just so good. Like legitimately, I stopped picking swift cuts for a bit and I just started hard losing. It was crazy. Like I could not find any engagements. Or if I found engagements, like my flanks took so long that my team would struggle, or because of the continuous and accumulation of Genji nerfs plus buff to other characters, I was just not doing enough on my plays. So flanking didn't make sense, but if I would engage main without swift cuts, it sucked. So to me right now, Genji's balance states with the rest of the game kind of feels like swift cuts is mandatory. But that may be just me and my playstyle and whatnot.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. There have been like some games where I get like 20 HP from Dragon's Thirst. It feels inconsistent at times.
It's a really good perk.
It
The
can be
problem
good,
is
but
the
at the same time it might be
opportunity
useless.
cost. And it's not just that it might be useless, you can change the way that you blade. While swift cuts completely opens a new way of engaging and playing Genji. That's the big thing with the perk, right? It completely gives you a whole other way of approaching, whereas Dragon's Thirst is not game changing enough, and you have enough adaptations with Blade that you can play without it, right? You can blades to force ultimates, right? They have beat, they have transcendence, boom. Just blades to guarantee fights, guarantee a 1v1, right? It's a little bit less value, but blade is already hard out to use because you don't really want to blade in already won fights or already lost fights. Swinging lost fights is already hard because of how much attention blade pulls, right? And it's not even really often an ultimate that you can start fights with, right? Usually ultimates that start fight are things like High Noon, Overclock, Kitsune,
Beat.
You know? Beat could be, yeah, but you beat. It depends on the situation. Beat can be both, right?
Yeah.
It can be an early ult or a late ult. But Blade is often an ult that you have to populate, right? Not a space creating ultimate. But yeah, like this is a good example, right? Like I can never make an engagement like this without swift cuts. And sure, I could be playing a little bit closer here and maybe just shooting, but I don't get as much value. And sure, maybe I can then rotate here and just shoot and have my availability through angles and whatnot. But I feel like that's, or at least from what I've been playing so far, it has been too little outputs. I have not liked not playing with this, especially because look at them, because I engage, right? Like if I just shoot, they easily shrug off my damage and keep walking. By me actually engaging with dash, not only is it more damage, but it pulls the aggro of everyone, right? So
like they think they can kill you, but you're just gonna dash away.
yeah. So I deal more damage, I pull more aggro, so it's much more value. And now my team theoretically could just like all focus Reinhardt, right? If he was actually further engaged, right? So that's insane value. So I get out because of the quick cycle that I talked about, right? Dash, combo, deflect, walk into them. Don't walk away, it's bait, right? You need a dash to get out here. And then melee, dash out, and boom, they can chase. I dealt infinite damage. Now this Reinhardt is getting screwed, and the backline already spent resources on me. It's crazy. And now I already have Blade on. How long has this round been? This defense round?
One. Ready for
Yeah, like a minute and a half. It's a fast Blade. Yeah, a minute and a half for this Blade. Thanks to Swift Cut. And you can see the way that I'm sneaking melees in just to like finish charging off, so that I'm always ready to engage if I want. And then boom. Yeah, like
Nice,
this is just
indeed.
one. This is just one quick example of just like the level of harassment that you can have with Swift Cuts. That is, I feel like, so very important. It may be less valuable in pro play, but I haven't played enough and faced it yet to actually be able to properly experiment with it. And if anything, I would be surprised if it isn't stronger when you have a Lucio with you to guarantee that you never die in those plays, you know? Or you have a Queen Shout or a Zora Bubble or whatever consistently. So yeah, I think Swift Cuts is just so strong right now, like so incredibly strong.
In my games, I will agree. It is much stronger when you actually have someone with you and following you that understands what you're trying to do.
Sure. Anything?
At least in my games.
Any questions about anything that I've talked about so far, especially the Swift Cut topic, or?
No complaints. Or I don't have any questions. I'm good.
Prophet?
No, I'm good.
Sorry if I talk a lot.
No, I talk even more. And that's kind of the point of these, right? Just chat. And then, what do we want to do? Do we want to just, I could talk about Swift Cuts usage here if that's of interest.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
I could
that
just
sounds
like,
fun.
or I could just go over and just like talk about a certain topic that's important, like you all are struggling with or are interested in learning more about. You can do a few matches. Oh, there you go. Quick match.
vote for a map.
I think Oasis is the best map here.
I will say I am interested in Oasis because one of the maps I still struggle on to this day. It's the one with like the high ground in the middle.
High ground in the middle can be awkward, but it is a good map in theory. I think University, the more enclosed brawly one, is in theory Genji's worst, but maybe that's not true.
That one too.
I don't know. I think that the open one that like Pharah is the best at. Let me see. It's the square. It's the one that has the square points, but is open. It's not enclosed, right? Like a University. That one I think is potentially the best one. I don't know. But yeah, it's weird. I think that like after enough changes have happened, like before it was just like, yo, Genji is good, Genji is good, Genji is good, right? Like old story. But now I feel like enough things have changed, whereas Genji is not as clearly good. And if anything, like I was checking win rate, Genji had like 46% win rate in GM. Now it's still a small sample size. I believe this is from when the patch happened to now, for just a few days.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Genji was a little bit weak in high level now, which would match my experiences. I have been struggling a bit, which is why switching back to Swift Cuts has actually been so important. Like, I really struggled with Dragon's Thirst. Okay, this is certainly a very quick play match. Teams are just stacking me. I just need to farm this cuts. Okay, nice. I think that overall Genji is much worse, and you can see there, I didn't even notice, but like this was the deflect nerf. I think that Genji has overall become much worse at actually taking angles. Maybe I'm too angle pilled on Genji, and I end up going for flanks that are more suited for like a tracer or something, but I don't know. I was having success before and suddenly I stopped having success. And I feel like I've been aiming better than before, so I don't know. I feel like it has to be the game change. You know? Oh. Is that an experience that is shared?
Yeah, I'm trying to think through my games.
Yeah.
Here, if I have Swift Cuts, I already have a dash out.
Like, normally, you don't have Lucio with you, which means any HP lost is permanent, basically. And you have to deflect early. So yeah, I will say it is harder.
Yeah, like, for example here, just shooting is okay value, but not being able to necessarily use my dash is awkward. Like, for example, I can only really engage in the Wuya having Swift Cut, right? Like, I didn't need the beat HP here. Right? And oftentimes a lot of the characters that you're supposed to really engage on are gonna play in a distance where you kind of need the dash. And just playing the continuous wraparound game has not felt good enough.
It's like that one point on the Sun where there's like a drum in the middle. The backline constantly just wraps around the point and you never reach them.
Yeah. Like yeah, that's a great example. There are lots of maps in Overwatch. Like maybe this is not as much of a good example because this map offers Genji easier access, right? There are a lot better flanks for Genji. Lots of high grounds too. But on that example, right? Like if you can't hard flank on Genji or you don't get enough out of your hard flank on Genji, then standing main is kind of not great, and if you don't have Swift Cuts, it's kind of hard to dash engage to ever get into your range. So that would be a great example of why I find it so important. Oops, I missed it. Like here, I would be probably fine if I would probably be fine if I just hit the Swift Cut, because then I just hide behind a corner, I deflect, someone gets close, I cancel the deflect, melee, and quickly get out when they're not expecting. It's not always clean, but you can see how in a position that doesn't really have much cover. Despite that, I suddenly have an out when I usually don't. I suddenly am allowed to engage when I usually wouldn't. Right? Without necessarily relying on a kill. and in the face of DPs and Suzus and Immortalities and whatnot, right? Like, if cooldowns end up being baited, you cannot get the kills yet. And how do you bait the cooldowns? It's not through Genji's poke, most of the time. So like, this is a rare situation where I can path really close to backline and maybe force cooldowns just by shooting. But a lot of the times it's just gonna be stuff like this, and then maybe deflect and get out, etc. I don't know. Maybe I just overnight became just like an infinitely worse player in terms of flanks and just suddenly became dependent on Swift Kits, but I find that to be unlikely.
I would like to retract my opinion because I have apparently not played any 5v5 competitive since the patch. I've only played tank.
Nano boost administered.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
One of the main reasons why I think it's so useful for me to be both a player and a coach, it's exactly because of stuff like this. Like, a coach can theoretically analyze me and whatnot, but I think that having the playtime experience in high rank lobbies like I do, right? Like, someone posted not long ago a lobby that had PG and a few champ chews and whatnot that I played in, I believe, yesterday. And so, like, having that continuous, like, vibe check of the character through playtime rather than through theory, right? Because, like, in theory, I don't think that, like, I wouldn't be able to spot that Genji suddenly feels like a character that relies on Swift Cuts for everything. Especially because, like, beforehand, Swift Cuts was kind of getting slapped on, or even just being considered like a mid perk, right? A perk that maybe isn't even good enough to pick over Dragon's Thirst, right? And now suddenly, like, not enough things have changed, especially directly, to where it would suddenly hint to this kind of like butterfly effect. But because I have like the playtime on the character, right? I am both a player and a coach. I can actually spot that. Whereas I don't think I would spot that if I was just a coach. I don't know, I think it's interesting to think about. Guess I can hope for a different map and maybe see more about the Swift Cuts usage, but really. How many times have I mentioned the name of the perk already in this workshop? That's funny.
Quite a bit, I would imagine.
It's also another thing that I find where, if you think about Genji in Brawl comps, right? Genji in Brawl comps doesn't really take many flanks or even off angles. Oftentimes he just stacks main. And Genji does decent damage. Like, it's mostly gonna be focused on the tank because that's your most reliable character to hit. But like, if any squishy is in any predictable trajectory on is peeking you and is unaware, whatever, right? You can still land decent damage on them. And oftentimes, like, having the Genji readily available for any opportunity, right? Which is what people usually commonly think about Genji, which is wrong, quote unquote, in that you just play main, you just shoot, and then you wait for someone to create an opening for you, and then you dash engage, right? Oftentimes you want to create your opportunities by walking through flanks. That actually has some value, especially in the Brawl comps. What were you gonna say?
I will say, I actually did not really realize that part of Genji where you just stand main and wait for someone to create an opportunity for you. And I had some people that were very upset at me on Circuit Royale. Because, yeah, there were a lot of situations where I could have just dashed in for a free kill because of how much damage my team was outputting, but I was doing some sort of flank that did nothing.
Yeah.
There's a time and a place.
And
for
again,
standing main.
with the continuous nerfs and the meta changes and whatnot, like just feeling like the flanks are harder on a lot of the maps or just against certain characters. And then with the ability to just use swift cuts for these super powered engagements main that don't even rely on dash resets, suddenly playing main is not that bad. If anything, it's optimal. Just like having good uptime damage wise,
Forever hold your peace.
while still maintaining basically the same level of engagement strat as before. While being much safer, essentially. I guess not necessarily safer engagement wise, because if you engage perfectly through a flank, you have the guaranteed dash outs, right? But it's safer in terms of outputs, because you're not just like gambling everything in that one engagement. But it's interesting to think about.
You know what? Another conversation topic. February is coming up. Supposed to be a big season. Because, you know, like yearly refresh stuff. What would you like to see? You know.
I know that I would not like to see the team maps, but I don't think that you're gonna be doing that from the reception on the mask events.
Yeah, it was. I tried it. It was kind of meh. There's obviously like one or two that are just completely overpowered,
Double kill.
even though you don't match.
I don't know what I would want from like big character changes or like big features or anything like that. Like I'm very competitive, so I just want them to wait. Are you queuing quick play right now?
Yeah,
Yes,
I thought it'd
you
be
were.
funny. I wanted to try Gig too.
No, you just sniped me. Oh, that's funny.
I mean, okay, listen. I'm gonna play. I queued so you can get a game faster.
Yeah.
Yes,
and
yes.
so you could steal Genji for me.
Maybe.
Crazy, bro.
That's funny. I honestly would I just want the devs to do a better job with the balancing, because ever since the bans and the map pools and whatnot, they have gotten a lot lazier with the balance, especially like with Stadium, the resource splits. Stadium, even without the resource split, because base kit changes also affect Stadium, they are discouraged. So changing the perks is just like extra value for them, because they don't have to spend resources rebalancing Stadium when they make changes to 5v5 or 6v6, right, with the perks. So I don't know if I want a big shakeup. I just want them to improve the game that we like, right? Like the game has been going up and up and up for a while. I don't want it to start going down because they're getting complacent and falling back on a lot of these systems and relying on hero bans rather than balancing, right?
Look alive out there.
Okay, I'm gonna just try playing main. Like, not really flanking much at all. This is, I don't know if I'm playing.
Over here. Clearing him out. Tango inside.
But like, this is a great composition to showcase. Like, if I flank, what do? Every single character can duel me very well up close. Maybe the worst of them would be the Wu Yang, but like, if I'm flanking, like, look at the amount of value that I got, right? Like, it's hard. I can get value without kills, but I can do the same thing with swift cuts just without losing the value main. So really, I've just grown to feel like you need the perk nowadays to function, or to maximize value in high level at least.
Watch your back.
It's here.
Two, one. The tide is with you. Dive in.
Okay, there you go. Have some goods. Also, Prophet, do you have anything that you would like in terms of big shakeups or anything?
I'm just kind of here learning. I'm pretty low elo, so I was joining just to kind of figure things out.
I suppose I'll give my take.
For?
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Since the release,
Is there a release?
Overwatch 1.
Are you more casual or have you just not been able to?
I was for a long time. I was for a long time because I was like 14 when the game came out, so like 13 or 14. So I played casual probably up until like a year ago, 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that right there.
But right.
Sorry to interrupt. You can go.
But probably a couple of like going on maybe 7 months. I've actually wanted to be like, okay, like I really want to try now, you know.
Mm-hmm. And that's why you're here now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like that blade right there is a blade that I just wanted to guarantee the kill in the wing and get out, for example. So like you can still get value if the blade without the dragon first. It's gonna be a little bit lower, sure, but you can still get value. And if anything, I should have just bladed earlier to just solo him, guaranteed, you know. That way, even if he uses mobility outs, I have the dash to chase and whatnot. I have enough damage that I don't rely on aim necessarily. So it's just a fine blade. Just solo kill him and then go from there. Blading late there is not good because then I risk dying. But like, blade is perfectly fine and usable without Dragon Stairs, so... Oh, you're dead.
I am in fact dead.
Okay, push into me. Oh yeah, man. But yeah, they didn't even push into me, but 3 seconds is all I need to get out. After a single... Oh wow. I was gonna melee. I just died. Tough match.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
We need to get to the next spot.
Yeah, what have you been struggling with the most, Prophets? What rank are you?
I started in this season. I started in Diamond 5, but it's been rough ever since the patch. I went down to Plat 2.
That's still not low.
And
that's still like average or above average actually on the bell curve of the game.
But I feel like I find myself just not being present in certain situations. Like I'm just autopilot and I'm trying to get my mindset right and actually think about everything that I do. You know, not just using cooldowns, but every cooldown has a reason, and what is the reason for using it? You know, and I'm trying to slowly change my mindset into those kind of things right now. And I feel like my mechanics are decent.
Have you watched the first video that I released on the coaching channel? I believe it's something called like the mental game, Diamond Genji coaching. There is a match there towards the end. It's a Runasapi match where you go over exactly that, like focused practice. There's also another video on the channel, I believe, about just like how to practice. A workshop where I showcase good practice with some students like Ben, Max, and Kai. I believe the games were in Midtown and No, no. Lifesteal, outplay 2 ults, get 1 kill. The ult is still fine. I don't like this area.
I apologize.
Where was I? Oh yeah. So there's that workshop as well on the coaching channel that I would recommend you watch. It's something about like how to practice effectively or something. That's the title.
Yeah.
And I can also, like, next match I can narrate it as well and give a live example.
Okay. Yeah, because I think that's the main thing for me is like really learning game sense now and like just making better decisions and when to make those decisions and you know the deductive reasoning of why those decisions need to be made, like when to poke, when to do these things, right?
And then it's a good thing to do this on this workshop because then you can ask questions. It's live,
Right.
so it's better than just watching. Oh, she's using they're using the extended range. The visual for Venture's extended range is not the greatest. It's still a little small. Like it's just a faint glow. Oh, I'm dead. Not even time to deflect. Okay, this comp is tough. Narrating on this match is much harder because this match is high rank.
Tough one, yeah.
And it's also kind of a fast match, so there isn't too much time to like break down, oh, walk here for this reason and whatnot. Yeah. So I think I can start the next match.
I am repaired. I am restored.
Reading my cooldowns a bit. Although with swift cuts I can go faster. I believe both DPS are around here. Bro, that Perk is actually just way too stupid. You have 0 time to
Race
punish.
speed?
Yeah. He disappears in 0.1 seconds. Oh, I'm feeding. Oh, never mind, I'm not. I have 2 get out cards now. On a character whose HP is built so that he... on the fact that he has less mobility in theory. It's kind of like if... oh, and there you go. Blade value without lifesteal, right? Just guarantee a solo. Oh yeah, meditation just saved me and allowed me to get out the swift cuts. I also really... ooh, I was gonna deflect. I was gonna say I really love swift cuts against Kiri because you can actually engage her. Because otherwise, like, if you engage her, she beats you in the duel. She just does. She has more HP, more reliable weapon, and a stupid hitbox. I hate Kiri hitbox so much.
Got it. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Oh, I thought. Oh, go team! Carry Ben Max, I believe in you.
I'm trying.
Ah, there you go. 12k damage, popping up. Have a Roadhog, unkillable Roadhog. Wait, my goats.
No one can hold me down.
There we go, easy clap, I never doubted.
There was quite a lot of doubt in me.
At the next point.
I genuinely feel schizophrenic right now because I'm hearing the game twice.
And there you go. Look at the aggro pool. If I have swift cuts, I'm chilling. Like if I hit the melee, I'm already out. Like so much value. No! That stun lasts so long. That's a shame.
Manifesting.
Don't know how I'm alive. Ah. That was such a bad Wuyang ult. So hard to use Wuyang ult into Kiri though. Why did they add Kiri to the game?
Anna,
True.
Yeah,
lack
then,
of a diva every game.
Kiri
Anyway,
is too
blame
good
this
of
on
a
me.
character.
I'm going.
Kiri is way too good of a character. Okay. We can do one more and just showcase the whole how to practice thing, and I think we can leave the workshop at that, like an hour and 10 minutes, something around that.
You will not find the answer.
Double kill.
May I share what I would like for new season, or like in general?
No, we hate you.
Oh no! my worst fear not being accepted. I want more interesting maps.
Yeah. Map design in this game is hard. Very hard.
Like, I know this is not the best example, but
What's your next move?
in the short time that I was in the Valorant community, every time they came up with a new map, there was some cool new gimmick with it. Like maybe the door. I don't know. There's always something interesting.
That was
In Overwatch you have chokes, and then
And jump pads.
and then chokes,
the effective warrior.
and then you have a wider choke, and then you have a choke that's a tunnel, and then you have 2 chokes.
Yes.
How foolish.
Anyways, like, I made my point.
And then you have
Just something.
and then you have a whole area that's very enclosed, so it feels claustrophobic. So the entire area is a massive choke.
And here we have this map where there's 3 entrances to the same flank. Atlas.
Yeah, Atlas is one of the better maps because you can actually move.
Guided by the wind.
Yeah, it's fun. I like it.
Like there are so many maps, I hate them so much, where if you know which positions to hold on the map, right, which positions are worth using ults more, like one ult, I talk about this in my Blade guide, like Route 6, yeah, it's Route 66. You're defending second point if you ult to guarantee that hold, for example. The chokes are so awful. What does the enemy team do? They walk through right side flank, which is a choke. They walk through the
Select
main choke. Wait, what? The,
a map.
Bugged.
I'm not in a game? Question mark? What? Anyways, so there's like the main choke, which is just a firing range. And then there is like the little door, which is quote unquote the left flank, or leads to the left flank, but it is a choke. And then even the left flank is still just like a choke that has a mega that leads to a few chokes before opening up. And then even still, like how many characters can actually use that flank, right? Or those flanks. It's just like most can't walk out. Like even if they have the range, or they could theoretically use the area right after the path ends, right? They can't finish getting to that position. So this is why, like, Suravasa, like, this is a great example. This is a map you can actually get to anywhere that you need on any character. You have long range sightlines, close range sightlines with paths for all characters to get to those positions. So the flankers can reach the hit scans on their sightlines, and the hit scans can avoid the flankers and whatnot, right? It's much more of a game of skill. So this map has really grown on me. I don't love the game mode as much, but like the map is so much better. It's so much better than basically everything else in the game. Not actually.
I do agree. It is one of my favorites.
Okay, let's showcase practice. So in this game I want to practice my dash usage, okay? So I'm gonna be mainly just focusing on my dashes. Okay, ignore that. I'm not gonna care about this, right? This is a great example too. I could think about this, but I decided that I'm gonna practice my dashes. So this falls outside the territory, right? Ignore it.
Flashpoint.
We can't let them take the objective.
Okay. So I'm gonna focus on my dashes. When I dash, I want to have it be with purpose, I want it to get value, and then I want to analyze the dash real quick and get feedback for it, essentially, and over time learn. So for example, I wanted to dash that Zen. It would be a good dash because it closes a gap on him, and he beats me at range, so that would be a good dash. But also be in a safe spot, right? Oh, I like this dash in the Zen. In theory, I should be able to just quickly hide behind the corner and I'm safe, right? Lands me good damage, it closes the gap on a character that I want to close the gap on. Unfortunately, the hog hooks me because of the Sim turret slowdown, but I think the dash was fine, right?
Yeah.
So that's a way that you can just practice, right? Okay, let's think about angles maybe, right? Like you shouldn't be swapping really mid-game, right? Like you could just like practice dashes over and over. Like here, for example, this is a good dash because he is low, I want to confirm the kill, I'm at range, right? Could list a number of reasons.
I leave flames in my wake.
I'm also paying more active focus on my dash usage, right? Like when it's a good dash or when it's a bad dash, so it helps me get better uses of it and learn. I'm also gonna be spending some focus on actually giving myself feedback for the dash usage, so that I actually don't just use it, right? Don't just vaguely use it. I also take something away, right? Like if you're just playing the game, there are infinite things that you could learn from, but if you don't have anything in mind, you're not gonna learn anything, right? That's the important thing. Now let me focus up a bit, I don't want to keep feeding the hog. Avoid the hog angle. Don't think I can engage right now.
I am here.
I was still low in HP. Gonna wait for my team. Talking my team.
Lucky you.
Okay, my team is walking, so I can push up a bit. Dashing in there would be a little bit scary, although maybe I can now. He is reloading. Alright.
Close.
Not the greatest dash. Don't think the AD is terrible, he took some damage. I avoided the moment that he was spamming, so I did not take damage on entry, so I think the dash was okay. Probably would be better to just take a different path. Either avoid the junk or get a better engagement on the junk some other way, but I don't think it's a terrible dash. This would be a terrible dash, I would just dash into Hog and die. I don't think we can win this, yeah.
Temple lost. Flashpoint.
Any questions so far?
Nope.
No, I'm just kind of just taking in everything.
Okay. Very careful with committing here because we're down players, right? So sure, maybe it looks like a good dash in a vacuum, but because my team is not there to actually pressure other players, the sim could easily get backup from the supports and then I'm screwed.
Flashpoint unlocked.
What is this Junkrat doing? Okay, good dash. Want to quickly flank and be able to dash backline while my BAP is distracting some people.
Minor Perk.
Or my Maga. Good dash.
I will make use of this.
I'm not gonna commentate on everything because I already hit most of the core points on dash usage. So just let you all think. Maybe even you all can quickly give an evaluation of my dash usage. Just say good, bad, or whatever.
Why not?
Make this more interesting. In the meantime, I can try to win this match.
You're powered up. Get in there.
I am restored.
There were a lot of dashes.
Well,
Yeah, right.
you have nano. Everything's dead. Diva can't do anything to stop you.
That is an interesting one. What y'all think?
Shoot Diva before she can touch.
I'm with you, Genji.
You have swift cuts, so no cooldown loss.
Soothing your wounds.
Bro, this
Team was a little behind as well, so you weren't in too much danger.
and that's how you do it, right? Like it's relatively straightforward to practice. The difficulty is just doing it for a long enough period that you see improvements, right? Because it's not gonna be immediate. Just have to remind yourself to do it, constantly change topics to maintain interest, right? Because otherwise you just quickly get bored. Oh, I was hoping to destroy the tower. So that dash was bad.
Well, he didn't have much of a choice.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I think if I dashed away at the right moment, he blows it up and I dash. And I dodge.
Early, yeah.
On ping, it's much harder to do that. Oh, here's an interesting one. Okay, I think that the evaluation here is quite easy, right?
I mean,
But
Diva
this
has fly.
seem like, yeah.
Like, even if you get your melees off, she's gonna have fly by the time you get your second dash, and she's just gonna chase and kill you.
So bad, don't do that anymore.
What?
Nano boost.
But at the same time, there's no tank in the fight. So if your team wins in that time, it's good.
No. That first dash in the sim was really bad. You didn't have to close the gap or anything. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I think that this mythic skin is pay to lose
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
because of the trap. Like, why would you want to make your trap easier to see? Like, what? Great, now my trap has a tongue. Maybe that's why I have not seen any Junkrat players or Junkrats with the skin.
Well, now enemy players have to deal with the mental damage having a Junkrat trap lick them.
Ooh, this is very cooked. Maybe less cooked? Ooh. If she didn't have the rally over half, maybe something happened, but yeah. There you go. I don't care about the outcome of the match. How was my dash usage
Good
overall?
dashes. It seemed fine.
Yeah.
As much as it can be fine when a diva can just chase you whenever and insta-kill you.
And the lack of dash usage in that case, wouldn't that be something you could evaluate as well?
I think I'm too sick to think about this any further.
So it's interesting, right? Like, not using a cooldown, saving the cooldown can be a valid use of it. Because using it in this case, like, against the diva, if I use my dash aggressively, she chases and kills me. If it's not a guaranteed kill or a swift that's reset or something. So in that case, I can take angles by saving dash, and if diva pushes me, now I disengage, right? So in that case, yeah.
Or if diva uses fly aggressively, you can go into her backline and she can't DM it.
Yeah. So does that help, Prophet?
Yeah, definitely.
Alrighty, that's gonna be it for me right now. I need to go have dinner, so if there are any more questions or anything like that, you can always just like write it in the weekly chat and I'll answer there. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.
Wait, before you go.
Oh, go ahead.
Thank you.
How goes the scripting stuff?
Oh, I haven't had much time because I've been so focused on practicing to find a team. So I've basically
Fair enough.
been
Have
only
fun with
doing
that.
But I'll get back to it soon. The editor already has a video to edit, so that's good.
Yippee.
Alrighty. Mealtime then?
I should go.
Alrighty.
Have a good dinner.
Thank you. Bye bye.